What's up, Weez? Welcome back. I mean, it is fighters, but this is some background gameplay while we talk. I don't know what to call it. I guess let's talk about it easy because I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't have a video recorded, so we're just gonna talk a little bit. We're gonna sit back, chit chat a little bit, talk about some things. I asked on Twitter, you know, what are some things you want to see me talk about, because I'm kind of bad at keeping a topic when playing, at least. So while I have the time right now, I guess we should talk about some stuff. And one of the one I really liked was someone wanted to ask about the short-term and long-term goals that I have for myself, probably for the channel as well. And I think that's a pretty good one to talk about, because I don't really vocalize what I want for this channel, because it's not anything, you know, insane. And I guess as we go on farther, I'm gonna kind of explain my definition of short-term and my definition of long-term goals, because they are quite different than some other people. Like, I guess we could start off with, you know, my short-term goals is I want to self-sustain with streaming and YouTube content. You know, I want to be able to do this full-time. I want to be able to quit my day job and be able to do this so I can provide, you know, the best entertainment I can for people, you know, bring as many smiles, turn as many days around as I can, because it's truly what I like doing. It's some of my favorite things when people tell me that they really enjoyed what they watched of mine. I had someone call me underrated, and that felt super good. And it's kind of my whole point of what I wanted to do. You know, I started making YouTube content because when I watched other people and I was, you know, sad or like not having the best day, that content would flip my day around and, you know, put a smile on my face, make me laugh at least, you know, once or twice. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something like that. And then I started watching other people, and, you know, they build communities that, you know, people come to and people, you know, confide in. And that's kind of what I want, because it's kind of in a way how I grew up in my later youth years, where like I found people with similar interests in, you know, YouTube and streaming content, and, you know, we talk about that, or like we bond over that. It's super good. And then, you know, we also bond, you know, over video games and anime and stuff. And it's like the most fun you can have, you know, if you do it right. Especially in the anime community, you have to be, for some reason, so careful about what you think about things. But that's a whole nother topic. But as far as like long-term goals and stuff, I think in my long-term goals, I really more think about like dreams I have. So like things that can be done in years, or things that I don't even know if I'm going to attempt. So like long-term goals I do have is like, I do want to try voice acting and things. I do want to work on my impressions and how I can, what do you call it? How do you like change your voice and like your inflection? I want to change how I want to change the inflection of my voice, and I want to, you know, get better at that, because I kind of use commentating as a way to train my voice to like go the long run and like talk for, you know, extended periods of time, kind of keep it working, if you can say that. Because if you see a lot of my content, there's a lot of silent parts where I try to focus, but I try my best to keep the voice always moving, always going. And it's something I really want to work on. It's something I really want to do. Biggest dreams for those voice acting is I really want to do something in Spider-Man. It could be anything super small, anything really big, that'd be dope. And then I want to do something in JoJo's. It's my favorite anime series and manga series of all time. I want to be involved in something of it at least once. I don't care what it is. I don't care how small it is. Basically, for anything, like I'll do any voice acting gig, because it's fun. Voice acting is another thing that I do that is fun. And then I guess another long-term goal would be, you know, at some point, this one's kind of more personal life, but I can bring it into content creation, is I just really want to get really good at like car work, so like mechanic work, but I don't go to school for that, so it's kind of all self-taught. It's a lot of trial and error, I've messed up a lot of things on my personal car, but is now fixed because I messed up once and I got it right the second time. But it's mostly things like that. Like long-term goals are really things that are like in the unforeseeable future, and I see short-term goals. I cannot talk right now. I see short-term goals as something I can do within the foreseeable future. Like, I don't see this being a small channel forever. I barely see it being a small channel, YouTube and Twitch wise, by the way. Like, I see it being, I see it growing rapidly in like a year or so, because another short, I guess that's one I could talk about as well. Short-term goal is getting these streams up, because I find myself only streaming maybe twice, at best 3 times a week, and I really want to get those numbers up. But currently, because, you know, housing situation, moving situation, I can't do it as frequently. I don't have the best setup to do it. I have to pack and then unpack my setup every time I want to do it, so it gets kind of tedious to do that. But I do see myself in maybe a month or 2 fixing that, having everything set up constantly, so I can just click my stream button and we're up. But that's in due time. I don't want to give like an exact date or anything, because I don't have anything set, but that's something that does want to go up. I want to at least be getting at least 4 to 5 streams a week. That is my goal. If this is something I want to do full time, I need to be able to put the time in. So that's what I plan to do. I want to get my content up. I'm starting to feel the plateau of my content again, where I feel like I'm kind of doing the same stuff, but I just want to kind of elevate it in some way. But I haven't really thought of a way to do that. I haven't been told to do like a Napa guide. I might do that, but something like that takes a little bit more editing. It's gonna take a little more time. So if I do say I'm working on it, it's gonna constantly be, you know, on the back burner. So I don't want to say I'm currently working on it, but it's something I'm in the brainstorming process of, just because I don't 100% know Napa. I don't know Napa a lot. I know to some people I'm one of the better Napa players out there, but I also don't know a lot with Napa. It's more of the same mixes that I do that just kind of go on a cycle. But I do want to learn some new stuff with him, and if I do, I will share everything I do with that. As far as other content, I kind of want to keep the YouTube channel to anime-ish, fighting game-ish type stuff, but I do want to expand it more. You know, there's a Demon Slayer game coming out. I know My Hero just got like a season pass. I don't know if you got the second season pass, actually. I don't know if that's something people would be interested in. I know Virtua Fighter 5 is getting a remaster coming out, I think next week. I'm trying to think of anything else coming out. Kakarot is something, instead of doing the long play that I've been doing here on YouTube, I will be live streaming that one instead, just because it's one I want to play all the way through and not take any breaks. It's one of my favorite arcs in the show. It's one of my favorite characters, Future Gohan, and we get to focus on him in a spotlight, so I really want to focus on that. So I want to be able to get that. And if we're gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna cry at it. If you're gonna give me more Future Gohan and give him more of a personality than just, oh, I'm taking over Goku, I will break down. If as a child I lost it at just what we got in the anime, and you give him more, I'm gonna lose it. But that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. We talked about some short-term reality in the reality vein type goals I want, and then some long-term, you know, more dream-like. I really think the long-term ones are ones I can do. They're just gonna take a lot more time than the short-term ones. But it's something I like to work on. It's something I'm always working on. I'm never not thinking about this YouTube channel, my Twitch channel. It's like why I did recent upgrades. It's why you guys saw the face cam. It's why the audio has gotten better. It's, you know, everything. These are everything to me. Entertainment is everything to me. It's just putting smiles on people's faces is such a big thing I enjoy doing, and it's the thing I want to keep doing next to forever. So I will keep doing this no matter what. But that's all for me. It's a little bit of a shorter video on the side, as well as, again, I've been kind of short on time for videos this week, but I'm still getting them out there. I'm still trying to provide the best content I can. All daily content as well. We're roughly like a year and a half of constant content. It's insane. It's a grind, but it's how we do it. And it's how I try to provide entertainment. But if you guys do like the video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.